Welcome to our English news edition, coming to you from Canal, Algérie, to the headlines. 2023 is expected to be the year of economic revival for Algeria, with an investment law and a series of measures meant to speed up this eagerly awaited process. An intense political activity held the Speaker of the National People's Assembly, Brahim Boughali, while attending the swearing-in ceremony of the new Brazilian president. And by the end of our bulletin, we invite you to attend a marvelous sunset in Tamarasset province, to the great delight of holiday makers. Good evening, those were today's headlines. The year 2023 will be the year of economic revival for Algeria. Thanks to the new law for investment, a good number of measures and facilitations are granted for both the foreign and national investors to help relaunch the sector on solid foundations. Story by Melissa Kebash.
According to experts, the year 2023 will be that of achievement in terms of investments. The new investment law will allow the creation of a real business climate by providing the necessary conditions to relaunch this sector. The new law was elaborated to not only remove the bureaucratic obstacles, but to free the entrepreneurial spirit as well, which showcases the state's will to revive the economic sector on a sound basis. As a result of this strategy, 900 projects have been unlocked, allowing the creation of nearly 34,000 job opportunities. Thanks to this law, experts are expecting new foreign investments in Algeria by the year 2023, and the rise in investment projects following the facilitations granted by the state. The President of the Republic's commitments related to the Algerian economy are being implemented, with the introduction of a number of measures so as to create wealth and jobs. Figures are showing that an economic activity and an increase of projects are recorded in the industrial and agricultural sectors. At the top of 2023 priorities is the establishment of a real local industry with an integration rate of 40%, alongside the automobile industry with 90,000 vehicles and an acceptable integration rate. Algeria is expecting a lot from the trade sector as well, with a $10 billion of exports outside hydrocarbons. As for the agricultural sector, the objective is to reach 9 million tons per year in the national production of cereal. Large potentialities that will grant our country a place among the regional economic powers. 2023 will be marked by Algeria's achievements, but will be crowned with Algeria's adhesion to the BRICS bloc.
The new year will also be marked by the continuation of various housing programs, to which the state grants a particular importance, as 225,000 housing units of all types will be handed to citizens. Ines Kalu tells us more.
The housing sector is thriving. New cities, urban centers, diversification of housing programs. Many housing and infrastructure projects have emerged in accordance with the commitments of the President of the Republic, which made this sector a top priority, with the construction of new cities and urban centers. To alleviate pressure on the capital is one of the President of the Republic's key projects. The multiplication of formulae to meet the needs of citizens and guarantee them access to decent life environment is also at the core of his concern, which is demonstrated by the various programs initiated with the distribution of 376,000 housing units of all types throughout the country. In order to be in line with the progress made and the factors of renewable energy, the Minister of the sector has implemented a digitization strategy with the creation of an electronic platform that allows monitoring projects in real time across the entire national territory. The other novelty is the creation of the National Housing Bank, which will certainly give a fresh impetus to the sector and encourage the launch of different formulas while preserving the social character of the state. For the year 2023, Algeria will continue its efforts to definitely end the housing crisis by accelerating the pace of construction. The launch of 225,000 units is planned, accordingly with the commitments of the President of the Republic to achieve 1 million housing units, 70% of which are intended for rural housing. In addition to the construction of housing units, public facilities and stadiums have been built, as well as 585 educational facilities have been received in parallel with sport halls and stadiums that meet international standards and are equipped with smart systems such as the Buraqi and Milot Hafdi stadiums in Oran province.
In another development, and in his capacity as a representative of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, the Speaker of the National People's Assembly, Brahim Boughali, attended on Sunday in Brasilia the investiture ceremony of the new Brazilian President, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. And on the sidelines of his participation, Boughali was received by the Angolan President, João Lourenço. On this occasion, the Speaker of the National People's Assembly, Brahim Boughali, made the following statement.
We reviewed the excellent relations linking our two countries, Angola and Algeria, as well as its development and support in all fields. The basic points covered in this discussion were how to consider the mechanisms needed to upgrade these historical ties binding the two peoples.
The President of the National People's Assembly, Brahim Boughali, was equally received by the President of the Republic of East Timor, José Ramos Horta. In a related activity, the President of the National People's Assembly, Brahim Boughali, also met with the Malian Prime Minister Choguel Kokala Maiga, who reiterated his unwavering support for Algeria for the implementation of the Peace and Reconciliation Agreement stemming from the Algiers process. The Speaker of the National People's Assembly, Brahim Boughali, met with the Zimbabwean Minister of Foreign Affairs, Frederick Chava, with whom he discussed ways and means to develop the bilateral relations in the sectors of common interest. Few days before the official kickoff of the African Football Competition for Local Players, or CHAN, set to be held in Algeria, all the preparations are over and the sports facilities are ready as well to host this major continental event, as it is the case for Oran Stadium. More details with our sports reporter Ines Kilou.
A few days before the start of the CHAN, Oran province, like the other provinces meant by this event, is ready to welcome the African squads taking part in this contest in a stadium the capacity of which is 40,000 seats. A sport facility that meets the international standards. A natural grass pitch capable of hosting high-level matches. Grandstands that can accommodate up to 40,143 spectators. In short, everything is ready to go for the 10 games that this stadium will have to host. In addition to other adjacent stadiums reserved for training and physical preparation for the participating teams. As a reminder, the Western capital will receive the lion's share of the 32 matches scheduled, as it will host two groups in the first round, counting one match for the quarter-final and another one for the semi-final stages, as well as the third-place game on February 3rd.
Tomorrow Morocco now, where the prominent feature of 2022 was undoubtedly the protest movements through which the Moroccan people denounced the normalization with the Zionist entity as well as the precarious living conditions. More details with Melissa Kabash.
الإنصاف والمساواة في هذه البلاد، العيش الكريم والصحة والتعليم، بارك الناس راه بتموت بالجوع، صافي راه الجفاف، في باقي غاديين.
The year 2022 is surely crucial on Morocco. It didn't only witness the worst crisis in its history, but a wave of protests as well. Largely affected by drought, terrible socioeconomic situation, unemployment, the high cost of living, and the normalization with the Zionist entity, a mistake that cost the regime immense losses. With silence as a strategy, the Mahsen has been qualified as incapable to lead, nor to deal with his people's demands, by creating economic and political solutions to the situation. Instead, it chose violence and arbitrary arrests of opponents, activists, and everyone expressing his fed up with the situation. The Moroccan Organization of Human Rights regularly denounced the unfair judgments and trials. Despite the repression of the system, thousands of demonstrators continued in several cities across the Moroccan territories. The country's situation is indeed alarming. The economic growth doesn't exceed 1%, and the foreign exchange reserve won't last more than 6 months of imports. At the international level, Morocco was marked by scandals, including the last one related to Maroc Gate. Another example is the former president of the International Union of Muslim Scholars, Ahmed al-Raisouni, who was forced to resign following his provocative content calling for fitna or discord in the entire region.
Concerning Morocco Gate, the corruption network led by the Moroccan parliament targeted a large number of European MPs, according to a statement issued by the co-president of a French political party. According to the same source, the revelations made so far regarding Morocco Gate may in fact be only the tip of the iceberg.
High plateau located in the mountains of Al-Ahaggar, Askram, an unmissable and mystical natural site that needs no introduction. The beauty of the place leaves no one indifferent. To reach it, you must be determined to walk no less than 3 hours, but the breathtaking view immediately makes us forget the fatigue of the path we have crossed. Very beautiful. We did not expect that. This place is fascinating. We toured the south of Algeria, and here we are in Tamanrasset. With all sincerity, we are amazed by the beauty of Algeria. Some have opted for the festive atmosphere marking New Year in cities. Others have preferred to escape top 3,000 meters above sea level and started the new year in front of the most beautiful sunsets in the world. The sunset observed from the Askram is known all over the world. We continue to discover our beautiful country, and even the hospitality of the inhabitants never ceases to surprise us. I couldn't describe the splendor of this place. You absolutely have to come and visit L'Askram and see with your own eyes. Spend the night and enjoy an equally breathtaking sunrise. The visitors of L'Askram will return home with the bewitching New Year's Eve memories that will remain forever.
We wrap up our news with beautiful festivities marking the New Year 2023 across the world. Once again, we wish you a happy New Year with much more health and success. Take care and goodbye.